Yo, what's going on YouTube? Vamer here, back at it again with another video. You guys did like my what if Vince Carter stayed with the Warriors. So I'm going to be doing what if Kobe Bryant signed with the Bulls in 2004 and Shaq did not end up going to Miami. Like as always, I am going to be using Basketball GM in this video to sim. And let's get right into it. Well, as we know, in the 2004 offseason, Kobe and Shaq were not on good terms, and one of them was going to have to leave the team for the Lakers' success. In real life, Shaq ended up getting traded to Miami, but this time, Kobe is going to end up signing with the Chicago Bulls. Since the Miami Heat still need to trade for a center, they decide to trade Elton Brand and give up. They give up Caron Butler, Eddie Jones, and a 2007 second round pick for Elton Brand. So in real life, the Lakers had 34 wins with Kobe, but with Shaq, could only lead them to 26. Also, the Clippers in real life, they had 37 wins with Elton Brand, but without Elton Brand, they got better with more depth and they went 41-41. So in real life, the Chicago Bulls have 47 wins, but with Kobe, they get worse and actually go 41-41. So in real life, the Miami Heat won 59 games, but in this thing, they won 48, but Elton Brand did have a torn ACL, but he will be coming back in the playoffs. So in the playoffs, the 3-seeded Miami Heat are going against the 6-seeded Chicago Bulls with Kobe Bryant. Miami ends up beating the Chicago Bulls in 7 games to go against Cleveland and LeBron, but they end up losing in another 7-game series where LeBron dropped 30 points in every game. And well, the Phoenix Suns didn't have to play the Lakers this year, so they won the 2005 NBA championship, with the Peja Stojakovic being the Finals MVP. Here are all the awards. Dwight Howard wins Rookie of the Year, and yes, that's all that happened. Now in the draft lottery, the Utah Jazz jump up from the 3rd projected odds to the 1st projected odds, and the Lakers end up having the 4th overall pick in the draft, and they take a guard to replace Kobe, and they end up getting Chris Paul. The Bulls end up selecting Danny Granger with the 15th overall pick, and then they get Lou Williams in the 2nd round. The Miami Heat end up signing Shane Battier for a 11-year, 2-year deal. And Joe Johnson ends up signing with the Los Angeles Clippers. Even though Shaq finally gets help with Chris Paul, they still miss the playoffs again. And Shaq wants out of LA. And Dwayne Wade and Elton Brand lead their Miami Heat team to the 1st seed, while Kobe and the Chicago Bulls are the 2 seed. They both win their series in 5 in the 1st round. The Chicago Bulls end up beating the 3-seeded Toronto Raptors in 7 games, while the Miami Heat sweep the 4-seeded Detroit Pistons, and now they're going against each other in the conference finals. The Bulls take Game 1 with Kobe only having 9 points, but Luol Deng stepping up. Miami takes Game 2 with Dwayne Wade and Udonis Haslem having 20 points. Chicago ends up blowing out the Miami Heat, with Kobe carrying this team to go up 2-1 on the Miami Heat. Even though Kobe is getting clamped this series, with only having 13 points this game, the Chicago Bulls end up going up 3-1 on the Miami Heat. Dwayne Wade and his Miami Heat end up pushing it to 6 against the Chicago Bulls. The Miami Heat were so close to pushing it to a Game 7, but then they ended up losing by 6 points. Now the Chicago Bulls are going to the NBA Finals. The Phoenix Suns beat the Chicago Bulls in a 7-game series, and now they are your 2006 NBA champions, and Kobe is not happy. And LeBron wins his first MVP and DPOY, and Chris Paul is the Rookie of the Year. Now we're in the off season, and the Lakers have the 5th overall pick, and now they're looking for trades for Shaq and to build around Chris Paul. They end up trading Shaq to the Timberwolves to team up with Kevin Garnett for Andrew Bynum, 2 first-round picks, and a 2nd-round pick. Here is the 1st round and the 2nd round of the draft. You can see like Andre Bargnani, LaMarcus Aldridge, all that stuff. Here's the 2nd round, Paul Millsap. Yeah, people like that. But the LA Lakers make some good trades. They trade up for LaMarcus Aldridge, trading their 5th pick and a future 2nd. And then they traded 2 seconds for Paul Millsap. Now let's talk about the Chicago Bulls. Kobe wants some big moves for the Chicago Bulls, or he wants out. And the Bulls tried to make Kobe happy. They needed a center, so in free agency, they signed Yao Ming to the Chicago Bulls. Now let's talk about the Miami Heat. Dwayne Wade and Elton Brand started having chemistry issues, so they looked to trade Elton Brand to get another big man. They ended up trading for Chris Bosh by trading Elton Brand, a 2nd and a 1st for Chris Bosh. So he comes to the Miami Heat way earlier. So now that the Miami Heat swapped out Elton Brand for Chris Bosh, they go and win the 2nd seed. The Lakers are still tanking, and they missed the playoffs again. The Minnesota Timberwolves with KG and Shaq are the 6th seed. And the Chicago Bulls with Yao Ming and Kobe win the 1st seed in the East. But Chicago and Miami sweep the 1st round. But Shaq and KG lose in the 1st round. Then they both swept the semifinals, and now they're going against each other again in the conference finals. But the Chicago Bulls are too much for the Miami Heat, and they beat the Miami Heat in 5 games. To go against the 1-seeded Los Angeles Clippers, who have Joe Johnson and Corey Maggette. In the NBA Finals in Game 7 against the Los Angeles Clippers, Yao Ming, it's a game winner and won against Joe Johnson. And the Chicago Bulls are the 2007 champions. And Yao Ming wins the 2007 Finals MVP. Now we're back to the draft lottery, where the LA Lakers are projected to get the 9th overall pick. And they get the 9th overall pick. In the 2007 NBA draft, Joakim Noah ends up falling to the Los Angeles Lakers. In this free agency class, LeBron James decides to re-sign with the Miami Heat, but since the Miami Heat can't beat the Chicago Bulls, they decide to sign Carmelo Anthony, and the Los Angeles Lakers decide to sign a 28-year-old Rashard Lewis. The Lakers finally make the playoffs as Chris Paul puts up 20 points and 11 assists, and they are the 4 seed. The Miami Heat are only the 3 seed with Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade. And Chicago is the 1 seed with Yao Ming and Kobe Bryant, as they go 71-11. And all 3 teams end up sweeping the first round. But the Lakers and the Heat have the hardest matchup. The Lakers are going against a 1-seeded Phoenix Suns, and the Miami Heat are going against the 2-seeded led by Allen Iverson on the Philadelphia 76ers. Philly ends up sweeping the Miami Heat, but the Lakers push it to 7, but they end up losing to the 1-seeded Phoenix Suns. And the Chicago Bulls gentlemen sweep the Philadelphia 76ers to go into the NBA Finals against the Phoenix Suns. The Chicago Bulls are your 2008 NBA champions as they win 2 championships in a row, as Tony Kukoc wins Finals MVP. And that's going to be it from me. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want more things like this. Here are all the awards that are on screen right now. Many things changed. Miami Heat never won a championship. Detroit never won a championship. The Lakers never won a championship. So much different stuff happened. The Phoenix Suns won 2 championships, and the Chicago Bulls won 2 championships. Well, that's going to be it from me. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.